Well, hello, boys and girls. This is Mr. Sebastian. How are you doing? How's everything? Teresa, Sebastian, hello, Alana, Amar, Tony, Billy, Jeremy, Betty, Susan, Billy, Antonio. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Today, we are going to learn the letters S and T. That is what we're going to learn this week. And Miss T is going to come in and read a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful book. This is June, am I correct? Yes, it is. Who all has birthdays in June? 10 people have birthdays today. Well, guess what? Mr. Sebastian is going to sing the birthday song to all of my boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How's everybody been? Everybody's been doing okay? School is okay? School is almost out and summer is coming. So what we're going to do this summer, you're going to be safe. You're going to learn some stuff. If you guys are going to summer school, you're going to study, study, study just like regular school. If you're going to go to summer camp, we want you to be what? Safe. If you go on vacation with your mothers and fathers and grandparents, Mr. Sebastian wants you to be safe because we want you to start the new year safe and healthy, and we want to see you in September or August whenever school starts. So again, this summer, we still need to study our ABCs or our numbers or letters, but I also want you to be safe, safe, safe. If you're taking swimming lessons, listen to the lifeguard, be safe. So again, today we're going to be studying the letter S and T. Again, S and T, and what begins, boys and girls, with the letter S? Skate, that's correct, begins with the letter S. Swing begins with the letter S. That's when when you go to the park and you swing back and forth, starts with the letter S. Sand, like you're going building, what is it? Sand castle when you go to the beach. You get the bucket and the little scoop and you put sand in your bucket and you turn it over and you make a sand castle. Sand starts with the letter S. Your little sister Sally's begins with the letter S. And spot. You have a spot on your shirt, or if your dog is named Spot. So this letter is S. That's right. S. Let's say it again. Can't hear you. S. Very good. S. And what else begins with the letter S, boys and girls, is sad. See it right here? Song. Sock. You know, like we wear socks. Miss T, she never wears socks. Every time she come and read, she never wears socks. Socks. What is that? Sat. We have toast. This letter is story, starts with the letter S. What is this? Gas. But guess where the S is? It's right here at the end. I-S, is. But guess where the S is on is? Right in the back. And look right here. We have two S's here. Sat, we have S here. Song, we have where? The S is where? Beginning. Sad, where is S, boys and girls? Is it here? Is it here? Nope, you're right. It's right here at the beginning. Sock, where does sock start? Does it start with the S here? Is this the S? Is this the S? Is this the S? You're right, that is the S. So again, the letters S, S, and our next letter is Mr. Sebastian dropped something. Guess what it was? Our T. Or does the T go this way, or does it go this way? Boys and girls, does it go this way? Very good. So what starts with the letter T? This is our T. I have a brother. His name is Tim. Starts with T. We have what in our toy box? Toys. That's right. Toys. What about the choo-choo train? Very good. Starts with T. And triangle begins with the letter T. So we have triangle, we have train, we have toys, and our brother Tim begins with the letter T. So we have S, boys and girls. We have T. So I'm going to do a trick. What is this? I can't hear you. T, did someone say T? Very good. Very good. What letter is? And look here on our board where we have T for turtle, and T starts where? At the beginning? That is correct. What about toys? Does the T start here? 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 Very good. It starts at the beginning of toys. T, that's right. What about tiny? Where's the T, boys and girls, on tiny? Point to it. Is it here? Here. Very, very good. What about our favorite food? Tacos. Where does the T start with tacos, boys and girls? Here? No, you're right. What about here? Very, very good. We have the T right at the beginning of the taco. What about tomatoes? Now, tomatoes have two T's. Can you point to the two T's, boys and girls? Is it here? No, you're right. What about here? No? What about here? No? That's correct. Show me the other T. Very good. So we have T here. And we have a T here. Very good. Now look at cat. Where is the T in the letter, in the word cat? Is it at the beginning? That's right. No, it's not. Is it in the middle? That's right. It's not. It's at the end, T. What about this right here? What is this? Fit? What is a fit? I have no clue. Where's the T, boys and girls, on this letter, this word? Is it here? That looks like a T, but it's an F. And what about here? Very good. We have the T here. We have a T here. Tomato, we have two T's here. T, very good. There you go. T, very good. Very good. And the turtle, excellent. Right here at the beginning. So Mr. Sebastian is going to fool you. I'm going to turn it around back to our S. And I want you to tell me exactly where the S in these words. We're going to start with this one. Where's the S, boys and girls? Is it here? Very good. Is it here? Excellent. What about in sat? Excellent. What about sock? Excellent. Man, you guys are extremely smart. You see the S is there. The S is here. What about here? Is the S here? No. You're right. Excellent. You guys have been studying. You guys really been studying. I'm so proud of you guys. So what about here? Where's our two S's? Wonderful. Oh, my God. What about this one? This one I know you're not going to get. Where is the S? Is it here? Is it here? You're right again. Our S is here. And the last one, I'm not going to even say anything. Where is the S? Oh, my God. You got it. Miss T is in the back of the room. She is just clapping because you guys got every last one of these letters right. So again, I'm going to fool you, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to hold it up, and you guys are going to holler it out. So what is this? Excellent. T. I love that. Okay, here it is. What is this one? Did somebody say O? Oh, S. They said F. Oh, my God. Very good. Very good. So we have S, we have T, S, and T. I'm going to do it one more time, and Mr. Sebastian, I'm not going to say one word. I'm just going to let you guys holler it out. Very, very good. Mr. Sebastian will be back. But in 2 seconds, we're going to have Miss T come up and read a wonderful book. And then we're going to come back and I'm going to hold up this letter, or I'm going to hold up this letter. And Miss T and myself, we're just going to sit here until you guys get it, even though we know you have it. So we're going to hold these two up, and you got to remember, this is an S, this is a T. Be right back.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Miss T. Mr. Sebastian calls me Miss T because my first name, Teresa, starts with the letter T. Some of my friends call me Terry. Terry also starts with the letter T. Other friends call me Tess because Tess starts with the letter T. Today I'm going to talk about going to the library this summer. The library is a wonderful place for you guys to go. It has tons and tons of books. It's free and it's open most days of the week. I want to show you how to look for a book at the library. The first thing you're going to do is look for a title that you like. This book is called Teeny Tiny. This is one of my favorite books in the world. I looked for Teeny Tiny and I found out that the author is Jill Bennett. Jill Bennett is the author. The author is the person who writes the book. Most books are under the author's last name. Look for the first letter of the author's last name, Bennett. I looked under Jill Bennett, and I found out that Tommy DePaola is the illustrator. Tommy DePaola did not write the book. He drew the pictures for the book. So when I go to the shelves, I look for the B's, I find Bennett, and there I was able to pull Teeny Tiny. The title is Teeny Tiny. All of her books are going to be in the same place. Teeny Tiny is in that place. So let's look at the cover of the book. Do I even want to read this book? I look at the book to make predictions. It has big, bold, beautiful flowers. It has a little tiny lady, a cat, and a dog. So far, yes, I want to read this book. So I'm going to check it out. I go to my title page, and I look at other beautiful illustrations that the illustrator did for the book. So far, I'm very, very interested. I'm ready to read it. Teeny Tiny, retold by Jill Bennett, pictures by Tommy DePaola. So far, it looks really, really good. These pictures are bold and bright. It's exactly what I want to read. Once upon a time, there was a teeny tiny woman who lived in a teeny tiny house in a teeny tiny village. One day, this teeny tiny woman put on her teeny tiny hat and went out of her teeny tiny house to take a teeny tiny walk. When the teeny tiny woman had gone a teeny tiny way, she came to a teeny tiny gate. So the teeny tiny woman opened the teeny tiny gate and went into a teeny tiny churchyard. In the teeny tiny churchyard, she saw a teeny tiny bone on a teeny tiny grave. And the teeny tiny woman said to her teeny tiny self, "This teeny tiny bone will make some teeny tiny soup for my teeny tiny supper." And so the teeny tiny woman took the teeny tiny bone from the teeny tiny grave and put it in her teeny tiny pocket and went back to her teeny tiny house. When the teeny tiny woman got to her teeny tiny house, she was a teeny tiny bit tired. So she went up her teeny tiny stairs and put the teeny tiny bone into her teeny tiny cupboard and got into her teeny tiny bed. When the teeny tiny woman had been asleep for a teeny tiny while, She was awakened by a teeny tiny voice from the teeny tiny cupboard which said, "Give me my bone." And the teeny tiny woman was a teeny tiny bit frightened. So she hid her teeny tiny head under the teeny tiny bedclothes and went to sleep again. And when she had slept a teeny tiny time, the teeny tiny voice cried out again from the teeny tiny cupboard, a teeny tiny bit louder. "Give me my bone." This made the teeny tiny woman a teeny tiny bit more frightened. So she hid her teeny tiny head a teeny tiny bit further under the teeny tiny bedclothes. And when the teeny tiny woman had been asleep again for a teeny tiny time, the teeny tiny voice from the teeny tiny cupboard said a teeny tiny bit louder, "Give me my bone." The teeny tiny woman was a teeny tiny bit more frightened, but she popped her teeny tiny head out of the teeny tiny bedclothes and said in her loudest teeny tiny voice, "Take it!" The end.
Well, boys and girls, Miss T read an incredible book called
Teeny tiny.
Teeny Tiny. And again, when you go to the library, boys and girls, remember, you look for the author. And if you're interested, you look
For the titles.
the titles.
Look for titles.
Okay.
Look for illustrators.
Illustrators. But the main thing, Miss T, when we go to the library, I want to find a book, Humpty Dumpty, for example. How do I go to the library and find Humpty Dumpty?
I go to the H section. Most books are in alphabetical order in the library. So I would go where the H's are at, and then I would look for H-U, because H is the first letter, and there are lots and lots of books that start with the letter H. So I go to H-U, use the next letter. And I probably will find Humpty Dumpty under H-U.
And also, boys and girls, if you can't find it, you ask your mother or your father to go with you, and they'll help you. And they have what they call librarians to help you and assist you to find your book. But again, boys and girls, we want to thank you for tuning in. But this letter, boys and girls, you're not getting away easy. I'm not going to let you get away easy. This letter is what, boys and girls? Mr. Sebastian is not going to say anything. This is what? Okay? Hopefully you got it right. Boys and girls, this letter is what? Did I hear somebody say Miss T? T?
I did.
I think
I
I heard
did.
that. Okay, so if you know this is T, what is this, boys and girls?
I heard
S?
that one too.
Okay, I heard it.
I heard it too.
You got it. You got it. Good. Got it. Boys and girls, we want to thank you so much. And again, this is June, so that means summer is coming. We're going to be getting out of school. I want Mr. Sebastian, Miss T, want to make sure you guys get A's and B's. We want you to be safe this summer, and we want you to always turn in to Kids Corner, because we're going to still be here this summer as well. We're not going anywhere. We are going to be here to teach you some more letters, some ABCs, some wonderful reading. If you're going to take a swimming class, listen to the instructor. Be safe. If you're going to summer camp, be safe. Don't forget to clean your pets, behind your pets. Feed your pets. Listen to your mother and your father and your grandmother. And we'll see you next week.